Hi, I'm Asnith, and today I'm going to demonstrate for you just how easy it is to make your own raw nutritious chia crackers. I wanted to go ahead and mention a few benefits of chia seeds. Chia seeds are an excellent source of omega-3 fatty acids. They are rich in antioxidants, and they provide fiber, iron, and calcium. The thing I love about chia seeds is that a little goes a long way. On the container that I'm going to be getting my chia seeds out today came from Walmart. They're organic. This size is about $16. I happen to think that chia seeds are not that expensive because, like I said, a little goes a long way. Okay, so for the recipe I have chia seeds. I'm also going to be using a carrot, half of this onion, a jalapeno. For flavoring, I'll be using brass liquid amino, some salt, oops, that fell, some smoked paprika, and of course some garlic. In addition to the chia seeds, what's very important is that they have to be soaked prior to combining the other ingredients, which I'll just use water. So let's get started. It's really easy and fast and simple. The first thing that you want to do is take a measuring cup. So I want exactly 1 cup of chia seeds. So I'll pour it in, and then I take that cup and just empty it into this bowl. So for every 1 cup of chia seeds, you're going to need 2 cups of water. So then I'll take water and I'll fill it up to my measuring cup to 2 cups of water. I am then going to take the water and pour it in. And that's how it's going to look once I pour it in. Now, that has to soak at the least for probably about between 5 to 10 minutes. It depends on you. Some people may let it soak a couple of hours. I usually do about 10 minutes because when I'm doing a recipe, I'm trying to get in and out. For me, 15 minutes is more than enough time for me to get it done, put it on the dehydrator, and be finished. So, for time's sake, because I'm not going to wait around for 10 minutes for this to get done, I already pre-soaked some chia seeds. So I'm going to put that up to the side over here. So another thing that I love to do is usually while I'm waiting for my chia seeds to soak, because it takes about 10 minutes, I'll usually just go ahead and shred some carrots. And you can use a food processor. I happen to like the way the carrots come out when I'm grating it much better than when I put it in the food processor for this recipe. Now, I wouldn't do it for every recipe, but for this recipe, I kind of like the way it blends. To me, it blends better. So you don't have to use a whole carrot. Half a carrot is really enough, but I like to use a whole carrot just to make sure that carrots are throughout the chia crackers. Now, are you going to really taste the carrots? Not really. It's something about this recipe that like everything seems to blend so well, and there's not like any distinct thing that kind of stands out. Just finish shredding the carrot. Okay, so that's done, and then I take the onion and I cut the onion in half. Now usually I would not grate onions, but one day I tried it. I just wanted to see how it would turn out. The thing that I loved about grating this onion is that it seemed to produce more onion juice. It's like the onion was grated, but it was just also blended in with onion juice, which made the crackers taste even better. So you would take an onion and just grate it. And I can't say this really burns the eyes because it goes so fast. Already, I'm more than halfway done with this. Oops. It's up to you. Sometimes I use more than half an onion because I love onions. I could eat them in my crackers and just about every food recipe. I love them. Okay, so this is pretty much how it looks once I shred the onions and carrots. This is pretty much how it looks so far. I didn't take the jalapeno and I cut it up. And doing jalapeno is optional because some people don't like spicy. I have to say, with raw jalapenos, they are not like pickled jalapenos. The thing that makes it spicy is really the seeds. And if you do not want to add jalapeno, don't. For me, I think we're going raw, having like really good seasoning and everything, and for me to be able to really taste something that kind of maybe reminds me of when I used to consume something spicy when I was cooking it, it just helps me to really enjoy it, and really, like I said, really enjoy it, and it helps it to really blend well too. So I cut up the jalapenos also, and then I take my carrots and onions and I put it into the bowl. And then I take my jalapenos that I diced up, and I want to empty those in as well. Usually I use a whole jalapeno, and I try and get all the seeds in there, because the thing with these Chia crackers is that you can add these jalapenos in, but it doesn't necessarily make them spicy for some reason. Like I said, when you're doing the raw recipe, it's very different from when you're using something pickled or processed outside the store. So then I'm taking the pre-soaked chia, and I'm adding the carrots and the onion and also the jalapeno. And so now you're going to start to stir that in. You want to just blend it, mix it in. So after I have mixed it a little bit, I then take the Brad liquid amino, and I want to add 1 tablespoon. I pour that over, and then I also want to add 1 teaspoon, and I pour that in. Once I do that, I then take the paprika. I want 1 teaspoon of this paprika, and I take the paprika and I just sprinkle it all over. I love the flavor that this adds to the chia seeds. So then I want like 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You just do not need a lot of salt. This goes far enough because this has a good amount of sodium in it already. So then I add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And once I've added the salt, I then take garlic. And I usually don't measure this out. I just do 4 dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So once I have all that done, that is pretty much it. I'm done with my recipe. The only thing I'm doing right now is just making sure this is blended really well and mixed really well, which takes no time. So that is how easy it is to make chia crackers. The next thing I do is I go ahead and place them on the dehydrator. And I kind of realize you may not be able to see the dehydrator that well from there. But this is my dehydrator. And already I made some chia crackers last night. I probably have been making chia crackers just about every day this week because it's such an easy recipe. And I like to eat the chia crackers with salad or other recipes. I just like to have that crunch in my mouth. So this is what it's going to look like when it dries. So this is one that I made without the jalapenos. Like I was saying, it was optional. And this is the one that I made with jalapenos. You can see the jalapenos a little bit in there. You can't really taste them that much though. So I can just take this off just for to demonstrate for you how easy it is to spread it. I take out a sheet for me because this is how my dehydrator works. Some people have the dehydrator where they have trays and they just can pat their ingredients on there and stick it in there. But for me, I like to use these sheets of parchment paper. So I usually have to poke a hole in mine. And so with the chia crackers, I take what I've mixed and I want to spread it. So you can see I'm just taking my spatula and pretty much patting this down. This recipe that I gave you is about 2 sheets for me. So 2 trays is pretty much how much this recipe will come out to be. 2 trays of crackers. And it may seem thick, but it's really not that thick, because you have to realize when chia has water in it, it puffs up. So it appears that it's really thick as you're patting it down, but you kind of want it to be a little thick. Just like I said, once you put it on dehydrator, it's going to dry it out into crackers. So that's going to remove a lot of the water content. So I just continue until I fill this tray. Just continue to spread it and pat it down. It is really that easy. So now I'm done. That's how the tray is going to look. So I usually allow this to sit on a dehydrator from anywhere to 12 to 24 hours. It just depends on how crunchy you want it. After 12 hours, it's going to be crunchy enough. But if you let it sit for even more time, it's going to be even crunchier. So I usually will take this, put it on a dehydrator. The dehydrator is not plugged in because it makes noise. But then I would usually set my dehydrator to 115. And you don't want to go over 115 because you do not want your food cooked. You just want it to dry it out while keeping the nutrients intact. So I have a plate and I put a few chia crackers on here. Before I even demonstrated it, I kept eating these chia crackers and having to check my teeth, because that's my thing. The little seeds sometimes get stuck in your teeth. But I love them. You can see how crunchy they are. They are so good. What I usually do is I like to, once I'm eating the chia crackers, sometimes for breakfast, I'll take chia crackers and I'll take kale. And I'll usually just make me a quick salad. So I'll take kale, and I have over here some leftover iceberg lettuce. So I usually mix those two together. And I absolutely love red onions. So I cut those up too and put it on my salad. I'm just giving you a quick example of what you could eat your chia seeds with. And so once I chop up the red onions, I take that, put that on top of my salad. For my salad dressing, I take a little avocado oil. Oil is optional. You don't always have to add oil to your seasoning. I just sometimes like the texture it gives my salads. So I sprinkle just a little bit. I take it and I massage it. Get the oil in there really good. And then I take apple cider vinegar. I love Brad's apple cider vinegar. It's so nutritious and it's good for you. I take this and I sprinkle it over my salad. And there's really no set amount for me. It's just I taste it as I go, and what I like is usually about how much I add. And then I add a little Brad's into my salad seasoning also, and I mix all of that. That is so good. I ate this for breakfast this morning, so I had leftover avocado. You can also take that and put that on top of the salad as well. And I like to finish it off. Sorry, my hands are all messy now. I like to finish it off with a little black pepper. And voila, there you have it. I will have my chia crackers with salad. Thank you for joining me. I hope you can do this recipe. And when you do, comment below. Let me know what you would add, what you would do differently, and what you love about it. Till next time, have a great day.